Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to XWF Warzone. Before we get into the match card, let's start the intro. Brand new intro. We're actually doing intro music for the XWF now. So let's get into the match card. Here we go, our opening contest. We got Beastmaster taking on Anthony Andrews after Beastmaster retained his championship against Fox. Picked up a huge win past Sunday we'll punish all the wheels that are heating up as we go into Aftershock. Ice Rock looking for revenge on DJ over winning that triple threat match that opened underway as Beastmaster looks to take on former foe Anthony Andrews, as Anthony Andrews is vowed to say he is ready to go for the gold once again. So let's get down to the ring and get our opening contest underway. Coming out first, the retaining XWF champion. At least take a note down on theme songs for shows while Beastmaster makes his entrance. Beastmaster making his way down to the ring.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Helsinki, Finland, weighing in at 245 pounds, the World Zone Heavyweight Champion, the Beastmaster!
WF theme songs ready to go so I don't forget about them over here. Take down those notes. But yeah. But Beastmaster in the ring. He is done with his toughest opponent to date, and that was Blackheart. He is looking to move on and defend his title against another former foe. He definitely, this man definitely took it to Beastmaster at the beginning of the year, all the way back in January.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 207 pounds, Anthony Andrews.
But Beastmaster still walking out victorious. But can Anthony Andrews capture that lightning in the bottle once again and just use it to finally dethrone the Beastmaster of his XWF championship? Said that the future is here and the future is now. But can Anthony Andrews finally dethrone the Beastmaster of his championship? They could really bask in his glory if he's able to dethrone the Beastmaster. When they clash for the title at XWF Aftershock, but Beastmaster tried to take advantage of that botch by Anthony Andrews, but Anthony Andrews has him up in the fireman's chair. Oh my God! Right to the face, and now Anthony Andrews trying to lay in an all-out onslaught on to the Beastmaster. Beastmaster has been a dominant fighting champion since he won that title off of the Pharaoh back at XWF Fatal Resurrection. Ooh! Big boot as the Beastmaster turns it around in this matchup and hits him with that leg drop. We are back from our 1-week hiatus. This is the Warzone after X-Mania. So yeah, we are looking for some new rivals. We are looking to build some new rivalries, continue some old ones, and we are building towards XWF Aftershock, which will come live at the end of May. Beastmaster ejected out of the ring. Snap it up. Oh my God! Anthony Andrews going right for the lower back of the Beastmaster. Picking the big man up. Here's the thing, tosses the Beastmaster back into the ring. He can't defeat the Beastmaster outside. But the Beastmaster showing that he still has a lot to fight. They call him the Gritty Slayer for a reason. Oh, neck breaker! Now Anthony Andrews going for the cover. Oh, that was kind of a little bit of a slow count. The referee trying to fuck on Anthony right there. The ropes, drop down. Oh, leapfrog. Nope, goes for it. Oh, Snapdragon! Anthony Andrews really showing that he wants to get a victory over the champion as he goes for the cover. 1, 2! No! Near fall for Anthony Andrews. Looking to make a statement on the first Warzone after X-Mania. That statement would be putting down the XWF champion. Oh my God, submission locked in! Oh my God, but but he has to release the hold. Anthony Andrews going to the top. But here's the thing, Beastmaster was way too strong and he couldn't necessarily get a grip on that submission hold. Anthony going for the cover after that drop kick. 1, 2, 3, and he puts down the champ! Like I said, he came in looking to make a statement, and he just did that as the champion loses his cool and knocks out the ref. Like the champion not too happy to lose in one-on-one action in our opening contest. But what a statement made by Anthony Andrews as he definitely looks to finally say, like, looks to take on the champ once again at XWF Aftershock. But we gotta move on. We got some tag team action coming up next. We got Lolcow Live taking on the Insane Clown Posse. So let's get down to the ring. Get this tag team action.
It's a new day, yes it is!
They're not the champs. The champs are why so delirious. Pre-X-Mania, we're kind of on that downward spiral.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 880 pounds. Heavy.
But then again, coming up very pissed off duo by the name of Creepy Ray, Cameron James Ross, and the Creeper Chris Michaels. So hey, it's not gonna, like, the road of being tag team champions are not gonna be any easier. And plus, you got this tag team who were the former tag team champions, who Boogie and Wings definitely want to get those titles back. But they have to go through the Insane Clown Posse to even get a chance to fight for those titles. Now let's bring out fan favorites here in the Extreme Wrestling Federation. We got the Duke of the Wicked, Violent J, and Shaggy Tudo. They are the insane clown posse. They are making their way down to the ring, and they would also like to hope to get a shot at those tag titles. Both these men
And their opponents at a combined weight of 485 pounds, the Family.
Get this tag team matchup underway. We definitely got some of the best tag team action in E-Fed Ka Wrestling. Actually, one thing, this is not necessarily your traditional E-Fed. We have this is technically a fantasy E-Fed. Right now, Wings of Redemption going right after Violent J after the start of this matchup. Picking him up in the fireman's carry. Bringing him over to the... Oh! Snake Eyes in the turnbuckle. Violent J looking to be choked out. Not that he's not in the corner he really wants to be in. Definitely knows like Boogie could actually possibly take a cheap shot on him. Ooh! Backbreaker. Double axe handle by Wings of Redemption. Wings of Redemption has definitely taken it to the insane clown posse at the start of this matchup. Forced to roll to the outside. Oh my God! Ooh! Wings of Redemption is looking a little feisty here tonight. Oh! Drops him face first on the barricade. Picks him back up and sends Violent J back into the ring. Now Wings of Redemption looking to make his way back in at a count of 6 as Violent J crawls to his corner and gets the tag to Shaggy Two-Dope. Wings of Redemption pulling him back into a shoulder tackle as Violent J makes his way to the outside of the ring, and now he's getting, oh my God, now he's getting strangled by Wings of Redemption. Just ragdolling Shaggy Two-Dope. Ooh! And a cheap shot to Violent J once again. Oh no! Bear hug locked in by Wings! God! Shaggy Two-Dope fighting his way out of that submission hold. Shaggy Two-Dope looking to turn things around, and Wings of Redemption big boot in the corner. Definitely a corner that Wings of Redemption does not want to be in. As we talked about earlier, with Violent J being locked in the corner of Lolcat. You don't want to be in the enemy corner during a tag team match. You're definitely opening yourself up to getting a cheap shot by the opposing team's partner. No! Samoa drop! Actually, that was a fat boy slam, as what we would call it for LolCal Live. Oh my God, you're a noggin of Violent J! Tudo catches a knee to the face. As he's looking to pull Violent J back towards the center of the ring. Like, Wings of Redemption has definitely been handing out an ass whooping during this. Oh, no. Oh! Massive headbutt! No. Oh my God. He's going up. Oh my God, Batsy! Into the cover. 1, 2, and 3! And Locale Live pick up the victory. Here's the thing, Cookie 2988 didn't even have to break a sweat at all during that match. That was a dominant butt kicking by Wings and Boogie here in this tag team matchup. But we gotta move on. We still got more wrestling action coming your way as Paris Hilton looks to pick up another victory against Wittens here tonight. So let's get back down to the ring and get some women's action underway. Get down to the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Like she got,
the following contest
got
is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from
got
Toronto,
some
Ontario,
of her
Canada.
misfortune turned around because she was starting to pick up a decent little win streak a couple of weeks ago, but on the those shows, the X-Mania, like 2 weeks ago, he got upset by Paris Hilton in a one-on-one match. So like Wittens looking to get some of that payback here tonight, and Wittens looks to possibly get back on track.
And from West Hollywood, California,
We are moving past X-Mania. We are ready to go right in on that. Yeah, we will be presented to you by the XWF Warzone brand, and that is XWF Aftershock. The next time we will see you live on pay-per-view. We use pay-per-view? No, it's a premium live event now. God damn it. Might as well go back to using pay-per-view with how much you have to pay for like a WWE or even a AEW pay-per-view. Like it's almost like we are paying for pay-per-view prices. Just to pay for an app, to watch WWE or AEW, it's almost like you're paying pay-per-view prices back once again. Right now, Wittens Irish whipping Paris into the corner. So like, hey, we might as well bring back the term pay-per-view to the XWF universe. Well, Wittens making her way back into the ring. Might have to get back off of that little rant. Wittens goes to the top rope. Off the rope with a drop kick. Drop kick with authority as Wittens goes for the cover. One. It's only a 1 count. Wittens picks Paris up once again. Sending Wittens off the rope. Oh, nope. Thought Paris caught her, but Paris gets slammed back down on the canvas. Oh my God. Trying to pull that leg right out of the socket. And both women exiting the ring, going to the outside, but Paris trying to turn this match back around on the outside of the ring, but Witten's definitely looking to... Oh! Knee to the face by Paris Hilton. This is why we call it a fantasy T-Fed. You never know who you would see on Tuesdays or Thursdays, or even Saturdays for doubleheader live. Paris is definitely stomping out Witten's here. Oh, sending Witten's back into the ring. Paris to the top rope, off the rope with an elbow drop. Paris goes for the cover. 1, 2, and no. Near fall for Paris Hilton. Witten's going to turn that around. And she does. To go for that forward comeback. Witten's grabbing the arm and leg and pulling Paris back towards the center of the ring as she's going for the cover. Wise decision, trying to make sure that Paris Hilton doesn't get her hands on the ropes, but she's still got the shoulder up. Force your opponent to try to force your way out of that pinfall predicament. Oh God! Oh my God! Submission locked in on Paris Hilton. Kind of just ragdolled her and forced the strength right. Oh my God! Twisted Bliss into the cover. 1, 2, and 3. Witten's picks up a victory. Looks like Witten's fighting back on her win.
Here is your winner,
tonight. More action as Duelson looks to move on from his rivalry with the wrestling Jesus. But he has kind of hit a roadblock here because he is taking on Jake Cage in one-on-one action. Can Duel pull off the unthinkable, or will Jake Cage pick up a victory here tonight? Here's the thing. It's been said for months that Google has been focused on rookies capture.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Australia, weighing in at 228 pounds, Dude.
Definitely kind of survived this rivalry with WJ. The final say when he picked up that victory at X-Mania, but unfortunately, neither WJ or Duel were able to pick up the victory in that fatal four-way as Bone Crusher was able to retain the television championship. Yep. At X-Mania 11. Right now, we got Jake Cage making his way in to this.
And his opponent from Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing in at 287 pounds, the legend, Jake Case.
He calls himself the legend because he is the legend of GTS. He calls himself the legend of GTS wrestling. But then again, this guy is very brash. Actually, I wouldn't say brash. Kind of does a lot of obnoxious things on live stream, but hey, he is opinionated. Well, you gotta get through a lot of that obnoxiousness that he does during that. But let's get this matchup underway. But then again, also when he's in the ring, he is very brutal on his opponents. He pretty much claims to have the best spear in all of GTS wrestling. But right now, Duel looking to go right after the leg. He definitely doesn't want Jake Cage to get into that 3-point stance and get fired up to deliver one of those devastating spears. But right now, Jake is going for the cover. We'll back up, slamming Jake into the corner. Oh my God! And a bulldog. Well, then again, you could pretty much call this a clash of Twitch streamers. You got Jake Cage taking on a member of New Legacy Inc. You got Jake TV taking on a member of New Legacy. Like, who will be the best Twitch streamer? Oh my God, Jake has been busted open off of that DDT. Oof. Here's the thing, Jake Cage is dripping the crimson fluid from the forehead, but he levels Duel with a clothesline and hits him with a super kick. A legendary super kick. 1, 2. And Jake almost pulls off the victory. Jake going to the top rope. Look at the double axe handle. Here's the thing. He's going to pull off some grim airlines of his own. Kind of like a little bit of saying like, hey, you can do high risk better than Grim can. Here's the thing, him and Grim have been rivals for a while now in GTS. We would definitely is YouTube catalog legendary rivals for quite some time, and now Duel goes right through that open wound on Jake's forehead. And again, he's looking to turn Jake Cage into a bloody mess here in one-on-one action. Once from behind, into a German suplex! Massive German suplex by Duelson. Oh! Jake turns it around, has him up! Oh, gut buster by Jake Cage! Now Jake into the cover, 1! Ooh, Duel hits the shoulder up. Tie up by Jake. Sending him off the rope. Oh my God! And he hit him with the spear! Best spear in GTS! 2 and 3! All it takes is 1. There's a reason why Jake Cage says he has the best spear in GTS wrestling.
Here is your winner.
And he just proved it by putting down Duel with a massive spear out of nowhere. There's your winner, Jake Cage. pulling out what he calls the best spear in GTS wrestling, but we gotta move on to another rivalry that seems to not have an end to it. Carmen King and Claire Groff look to square off once again in one-on-one action. Claire definitely not too happy that Carmen walked out as women's television champion. Let's get back down to the ring. Women's television champion. Pretty much vindicating herself from what she did to Madison Dawn.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The Women's World Television Champion, the Queen.
From what Claire was trying to do to her by kind of stifling her growth in the promotion. Here's the thing, she said she wouldn't have done that to Madison Dawn if Claire wasn't vengeful with booking her comeback. But it still didn't put her in a very good light. Still attacked somebody from behind in the backstage area. Right now, Claire looking to win back her television title here tonight. Vindicated himself by proving that Carmen was the one who jumped Madison Dawn. As like Carmen King was leading a crusade to possibly frame Claire as the one who attacked her. Claire definitely looking to break the face of the former women's television champion. Ooh! Stomp to the back of the leg. Here's the thing, like Claire definitely tried to stack the deck against Carmen one more time at X-Mania by granting Madison Dawn that shot in a triple threat match, the rightful shot that Madison Dawn earned by defeating Carmen King back at Heartbroken and Homicidal. And that's the whole reason why Madison Dawn got attacked, was because Carmen was upset that she lost at that PLE. Definitely have kind of like a whole triangle between these three women. Ooh! Oh, Carmen with a hip up. Claire goes off the rope and hits with a body splash. Goes for the cover one. No! Carmen forces herself her way out of that pin. Now, after the dust is settled from that triple threat match, we are back to the main two who are feuding over that title. It's like Claire and Carmen definitely still have a lot of unsettled bad blood, and it definitely could end up culminating at XWF Aftershock. definitely showing off for the crowd as she goes for that suicide dive, taking down the chairwoman of the XWF, chairwoman and chairwoman, CEO, and co-owner of the XWF merger is fully underway. Oh my God! Russian leg sweep by Carmen. He's just punching her in the face and now goes for the cover. Flair with the kick. Carmen definitely going right back there. Flair being sent off the ropes. Dropped down by Carmen and a leapfrog. Oh! Stiff elbow shot. Knocks down the chairwoman. Again. Oh, sneaky roll up by Claire. Oh, but not even a 1 count. Oh! That Enziguri just staggered Carmen. Carmen back up. Oh, no. Oh! Oh! And reversed by Claire. And here we go. Takes her down. And another kick right to the face. And now Claire fighting back. Boom! Uh-oh. Now both women are fired up, and now they're trading blows in the middle of the ring. Stiff right by Claire. And a slap to the face by Carmen. Carmen definitely fighting back. Oh my God. Claire getting knocked down. Now just taking boots to the midsection. These two women still have a lot of unfinished business here. Oh my God! Bella Buster into the cover! 1, 2, and no! Carmen King almost picking up a victory. This could have been the one-on-one fight we could have had if Claire didn't decide to grant Madison Dawn that victory. Now Carmen looking to finish off. Oh! Super kick into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Carmen picks up the win. Took the title and pins Claire Groff.
Here's your winner
in one-on-one action. Over the chairwoman on the warzone after X-Mania. She won the championship and picked up a win, possibly sealing this rivalry for Carmen King. But what's next for Carmen? Who knows? Maybe we might see her and Madison Dawn rekindle their rivalry here sometime soon. Madison Dawn has returned, and she's not too happy about being jumped from behind by Carmen King. So we could see that going in to Aftershock. But right now we got another rivalry that is not done with. Mike Roth takes on Jay Killer Beanstalk. Beanstalk won back his United States Championship as Mike Roth looks to possibly get some revenge here tonight. Following that epic triple threat match, the co-owner of the XWF, DJ Keemstar, and the second city.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, weighing in at 223 pounds, the Punisher. Nice.
Who knows what will be next for Mike Ross after this rival? Usually he would take like a few months break. At least what he did post X-Mania for the past 2 years, and then come back in the mid-summer. Or in the middle of summer, to do like the program in the fall, but who knows what has coming up. Who knows what he is focused on in the near future. Right now, he's one-on-one action against the new United States champion, DJ Killer Keemstar. He definitely decided to take a break from whatever he is doing at the LCU Fat Camp.
And his opponent from Buffalo, New York, weighing in at 220 pounds, the United States Heavyweight Champion, Daniel
Leaning at the title, the same title he won back at X-Mania. That is Keemstar's coveted prize. He calls himself the king, the undisputed king of the United States. Calls himself the greatest XWF United States champion of all time. And like until somebody actually dethrones him, he definitely stakes that claim here tonight. Oh my God! Mike Ross with that suplex taking down Keemstar at the start of this match. Mike Ross picking Keemstar up. Look at this. Oh my God, has him. Oh my God! Double-handed choke bomb into the cover. 1, 2, no. What a near fall for Mike Ross. He pulls it back in and hits him with a clubbing blow to the back. Ooh, and now Keemstar levels him with that clothesline. Keemstar off the rope and a leg drop into the cover. 1 count as Mike Ross forces himself out of that pinfall and now being sent off the rope. Oh, missed it, but he just starts kicking him right in the leg. Once again, picks him up. Oh my God! Off the top rope. Keemstar with the seated senton to the lower back. Off the ropes and another leg drop. Keemstar turning things around in this matchup. Oh, kip up. Oh, Luther's press! Now just raining down blows on Keemstar as Mike Ross goes for the cover. 1 count again by the champion. Now Mike Ross Turning things around. Oh my God. Has him. Oh my God. Flapjack. The rope and another senton. Oh, sleeper hold locked in. Now he grapevine the legs. Trying to force a submission, but Keemstar breaking the legs and getting out of it. Damage. Oh, and another Luthez press. Raining down those right hands. Oh! Like I said, don't take time to celebrate. Oh! Snake eyes! These two men definitely got a lot of anger to work at. Oh! Stiff right hand. Go behind. Into a ripcord lariat. And now off the rope again into another senton. Kip up by Keemstar. Oh, he avoided it. Tie up by Keemstar as he just slams him down on the mat. And the kip up by the former champion, and he gets set off with another Irish whip. Oh. Rapid fire kicks to the hamstrings. Takes down the co-owner. Mike Ross staying in the fight. Oh, elbow to the face. Tie up once again. But Keemstar with a scoop slam off the ropes once again. And another leg drop. Neither of these two refusing to give up. Oh my God. Drop kick to the face. And now Mike Ross rolling to the outside. Now back into the ring. Tie up. We go in, being forced to headbang into the top turnbuckle, which busted him wide open. Oh my God! And he's back in front of the ring with a clothesline! This man looking to pull out an epic finale to this rivalry here in one-on-one. Oh my God! And Mike Groff steps out of the way to avoid that kick, and now going low, taking out the vertical base on Keemstar. One turns him around. Oh, right to the ankle. Oh. Jar up the knee. Going right for the arm. Back up, tie up. Now sending the champion back into the ring. There we go. Ooh, overhead shot, clubbing blow. There we go. And now sending Keemstar off the ropes. Has him up and a back body drop. And now Mike Croft goes for the cover. One. Ooh. Now gets a shoulder up. Still unable to put him down for anything more than a 1 count. Oh no. Has him up. Oh my. No, he gets out of it. Keemstar avoiding the rail spike. Oh my God, and another Luthez press! Oh my God. Ooh, and now Keemstar has been opened up. Ooh! These two have a lot of bad blood towards each other, and they're looking to go all out at the end of this rivalry. Tie up by the... Oh my God! And a choke bomb! Both of these men have been bloodied. Tie up. Now Mike Ross sending Keemstar back in under the bottom rope. Oh my God! Elbow to the spine. Neither of these men looking to give up. Oh no! This could be it. Has him up for the death ride! Now Mike Croft with the cover. 1, 2, and no! Keemstar with the shoulder up, but Mike Croft looking to finish him off here. And with the mandible claw locked in, trying to force the submission. Keemstar forced to tap out.
Here is your winner, the Punisher.
Victory over DJ Killer Keemstar. Putting a wrap to this rivalry here tonight. Maybe like that Keemstar might have some unfinished business to where he might want to keep this going. But I think, like, we still got one more match to go, and that is our main event of the evening. And we got one half of the brand new World Tag Team Champions Cartoons taking on one half of Creeping Rage here tonight as Cameron James Roth looks to challenge one half of the new tag champs here tonight. Let's get down to the ring. This match are underway. Cartoons just leveling the official as we start off with both men already in the ring. James Roth turning things around as the referee got leveled by Cartoons as Cameron James all he wanted was a handshake. A sign of respect to start this matchup. Cartoons was actually ready to start this matchup. We'll take time to celebrate. Cartoons got right back into this matchup. Was able to get back into this matchup and off the rope. Stiff forearm to the face. Right up once again, and now sending Cameron James back in. Oh! And gets leveled with a lariat. High up by Cameron James, and now he takes Cartoons over to the corner. Same corner where Mike Groff got busted open on. Pretty sure like the co-owner's DNA might still be on that very turnbuckle. Boom, chakalaka! Right to the knee. And shoulder. Go. Once again. Oh! Roll through. And a Pele! Here's the thing. Cartoons definitely showing off his athleticism in this match. He is one half of Vicer Delirious, and him and H2O Delirious were the ones who won the XWF World Tag Team Championships in that fatal four-way at X-Mania 11. And right now, there is no rest for the new champs, as it looks like they might have to put those titles on the line against Cameron James Roth and the Creeper Chris Michaels. Oh my God! He completely missed that one. But Cameron James knew what he was doing by exiting the ring. Oh, stun dog! And now Cartoons pulling Cameron James back towards the center. Like I said before that, when Cartoons went up for that springboard, Cameron James knew what he was doing. That's why he ran out of the ring to try to get some unfair advantage. advantage by making cartoons crash and burn, and now Cameron James needs to figure out a way to get back into this match and bring it to one half of the new champs. And now Cameron James has him up and slams him down on the mat. Boom! Drops the elbow on one half of the new champions. And a leg drop by Cameron James. Here's the thing, Creeping Rage has been continuously chasing those tag titles since the beginning of the year. They have been unable to come out victorious in those matches, but they have still been in the hunt to pick up a win to give them those tag team titles. But here's the thing, Cameron James and the Creeper have not given up. Like pretty much almost any team, if they are unable to win tag team gold, have pretty much given up and started feuding with each other. But Cameron James hitting him with the Tombstone pile driver as he goes for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. Cameron James picks up the victory. Good start for Creeping
Here's your
Rage
winner.
in their hunt, in their continuous hunt for those tag team titles. James victorious over one half of the World Tag Team Champions. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to the end of this episode of XWF Warzone, the first Warzone after X-Mania 11. Till we see you this Thursday for Mayhem. Peace. Fuck.